Get ready to be amazed. These aren't just coins, they're hidden treasures. Today, we're revealing the top 4 most expensive Jefferson nickels and state quarters that sold for hundreds, thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay until the end. You could have one of these rare coins in your pocket right now. Have you ever thought that a small coin sitting in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars? Most people use nickels every day and don't think twice about them. But there's one special nickel you should be watching for, the 2005 D. Jefferson nickel. It might look just like any other coin, but some of these are worth a lot of money. In fact, one rare version of this coin has sold for over $7,000 at auction. That's right, just one little 5-cent coin worth thousands. Imagine finding that in your spare change. Now let's talk about why the 2005 D nickel is so special. In 2005, the United States Mint made a big change to the Jefferson nickel. They created new designs for both the front and back of the coin. It was part of a special series called the Westward Journey. This series celebrated the journey of Lewis and Clark and the Louisiana Purchase. The front of the nickel had a close-up of Thomas Jefferson's face. This was the only year they used this design, and that already makes the coin more unique. But what really makes this coin valuable are the rare errors that happened when it was made. Sometimes, coins come out of the mint with mistakes. These are called error coins, and collectors love them because they're one of a kind. One of the most famous errors in the 2005 D nickel is called the speared bison. On the back of the coin, there is a picture of a buffalo, or bison. In the error version, there's a deep line that looks like a spear going through the buffalo's body. It wasn't supposed to be there, it was caused by a scratch or gouge in the minting die. That line makes the coin super rare and very valuable. The speared bison nickel has become a legend among collectors. Some people have found them in regular coin rolls or pocket change. One of the highest quality versions of this coin, graded MS-67 by a professional coin grading company, sold for over $7,000. That's a huge return on a 5-cent coin. Even if your speared bison coin isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And this error only happened on coins made at the Denver Mint, so you have to look for the little D mark on the coin. But that's not the only type of valuable 2005 D nickel out there. There are other errors too. Some coins were struck off-center, meaning the design is not in the right place. Others were made on damaged metal or with extra metal sticking out. Some coins even have doubled images, where letters or numbers appear more than once. These kinds of mistakes are also rare and can make a coin worth a lot more than face value. In some cases, off-center or clipped coins from 2005 have sold for $100 to $500. Another thing that makes a coin more valuable is its condition. Coin collectors use a scale from 1 to 70 to grade coins. The higher the grade, the better the condition, and the more valuable the coin. Most coins you find in your pocket are scratched or dirty and might not be worth much. But if you find a coin that looks very clean and shiny, especially with no wear, it could be worth grading. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC can tell you the exact condition of your coin. A regular 2005 D nickel in top condition, even without errors, can still sell for $100 or more. So how can you find out if your nickel is valuable? First, check the year. It must say 2005. Then look on the front, to the right of Jefferson's neck. If there's a D mint mark, it was made in Denver. That's good. Now turn it over and look at the bison. Look closely. Do you see a long line going through the body of the bison? If yes, you might have the famous speared bison nickel. If not, still check for anything strange, like the design being off-center or doubled. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. And don't clean the coin. Cleaning can lower its value. If you think you found something rare, take a picture and show it to a coin dealer or post it online in a coin collecting group. You can also send it to a grading service, especially if the coin looks like it's in great condition. They can give it an official grade and help you know exactly how much it's worth. Some people have even made a hobby out of searching through coin rolls from the bank, looking for rare coins like the 2005 D nickel. It doesn't cost much to get started, and it's a fun way to maybe strike gold or nickel, in this case. There are still many rare coins hiding in people's drawers, jars, and change. You just have to look carefully. The truth is, most people don't pay attention to coins. They see them as just small change. But for those who know what to look for, coins can be like little hidden treasures. The 2005 D Jefferson nickel is a perfect example. It's a modern coin, but because of special errors and its unique design, it can be worth a lot of money. So now you know. That nickel in your pocket could be worth $5 or $5,000. It all depends on the details. Check your change, check your coin jars, and keep your eyes open. You never know what kind of treasure you might find. Thanks for watching this video. If you learned something new or found it interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more cool coin facts and rare money tips. And if you think you found a 2005 D speared bison nickel or any other rare coin, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear your story. Who knows? Maybe you've just found your first $1,000 coin. Keep looking, and happy hunting. It's the 2005 Kansas State quarter, and if it has a special mistake on it, you could be holding a coin that's worth way more than just 25 cents. Some of these coins have sold for $100, $500, and even over $3,000. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this rare coin, what mistake to look for, and how to know if your coin is valuable. Make sure you watch until the end so you don't miss anything important. In 2005, the U.S. Mint made a new quarter to honor the state of Kansas. Each state in the country got its own special quarter as part of a program called the 50-State Quarter Series. Kansas was one of 5 quarters released that year. On the back of the Kansas quarter, you can see a big bison and some sunflowers. It looks like a regular coin, right? But some of these quarters came out of the mint with a very strange mistake that has made them super valuable. The most famous mistake on this coin is called the "In God We Trust" error. Normally, every U.S. coin has the words, "In God We Trust," on the front. But on some 2005 Kansas quarters, the letter T in trust is missing. That means it says, "In God We Trust," instead of, "In God We Trust." It sounds funny, but this is a real error, and collectors are willing to pay a lot of money for it. This happened because grease or dirt got into the machine at the mint. That grease covered the part of the machine that makes the letter T. When the coin was stamped, the T didn't show up right, or it didn't show up at all. The rest of the coin looks normal, but that one missing letter makes it a rare and special find. The U.S. Mint made millions of Kansas quarters, but only a small number have this error. That's why they are so valuable. Now you're probably wondering, how much money can one of these error coins be worth? If your 2005 Kansas quarter has the "In God We Trust" mistake and it's in okay shape, it could be worth $50 to $150. But if it's in really good condition and looks shiny with no scratches, it could be worth $500 or even more. Some coins in top condition, called mint state, have sold for over $1,000. One even sold at auction for over $3,000. That's a big return on just a 25-cent coin. And that's not the only kind of valuable error. Some Kansas quarters have other problems that make them even more rare. Some were made off-center, meaning the picture on the coin is not in the right place. Others were double-stamped, where the letters or pictures appear twice. Some have pieces missing from the edge or other strange shapes. These kinds of errors are also very collectible and can be worth hundreds of dollars, especially if the coin is in good shape. So how do you check if your Kansas quarter is valuable? First, look at the date on the front of the coin. It should say 2005. Then look just above the date. If you see the letter P, it means the coin was made in Philadelphia. That's important because most of the error coins came from that mint. Now look at the words, "In God We Trust." Use your eyes or a magnifying glass. Is the letter T missing or very light? If it says, "In God we rust," you might have found a rare coin. Also check for other odd things. Look at the edges, the letters, and the bison. Does anything look strange or out of place? If so, it could be another kind of error. Don't clean the coin, because cleaning it can damage it and make it less valuable. If you think your coin is special, put it in a safe place or inside a small plastic coin holder. The best way to know how much your coin is worth is to have it graded by a coin expert. There are professional companies like PCGS or NGC that can grade your coin and tell you what it's worth. If the coin is in very good shape and has a rare error, it could be worth a lot of money. Some people have sent in Kansas quarters that ended up being worth over $2,000. You might be asking, can I still find one of these coins today? Yes, you can. Even though these quarters were made in 2005, people still use them all the time. They're still out there in change, in coin jars, and in rolls from the bank. Some people even search through boxes of coins from the bank just to find rare ones like this. That's called coin roll hunting, and it's a fun hobby that can really pay off. The "In God We Rust" Kansas quarter has become one of the most famous error coins in modern history. People love it because it's funny, rare, and valuable. It's also easy to spot if you know what to look for. It's a great example of how mistakes at the mint can turn ordinary coins into collector's items worth a lot of money. So now you know. A 2005 Kansas quarter with a small error could be worth way more than face value. It could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. All you have to do is look, check your change. Look through your old coins. Pay attention to the small details. You never know what you might find. If you learned something new in this video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. I post more videos just like this about rare coins, valuable finds, and money tips. If you think you found a Kansas quarter with the "In God We Rust" error, leave a comment below and tell me about it. Who knows, you might be the next person to find a coin worth thousands. Some 2005 P. Jefferson nickels are very rare and can be worth big money. Most people don't even know about this. That's why today, we're going to talk about this amazing coin, what makes it special, and how you can find one too. So grab your change jar, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. In 2005, the U.S. Mint released special nickels as part of a coin series called the Westward Journey series. These coins were made to honor the journey of Lewis and Clark. The front of the nickel, also called the obverse, had a brand new design. It showed a forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. This was the first time Jefferson was shown like this on a nickel. Before that, his face was always shown from the side. The back of the nickel, called the reverse, came in two designs that year. One design showed an American bison. The other showed a scene from the Pacific Ocean with the words "Ocean" in view. Oh! The joy! The 2005 nickels were made at two different mints. Some were made in Denver and have a D mint mark. Others were made in Philadelphia and have a P mint mark. Today, we're focusing on the 2005 P. Jefferson nickel, especially the one with the bison on the back. This coin is very famous among collectors because of a special error. That error is known as the speared bison. The speared bison is a mistake that happened at the mint. On this coin, there is a deep line that goes across the bison's body. It looks like a spear is going through the animal. This line was not part of the design. It came from a damaged tool at the mint called a die. This tool had a scratch or cut on it. When the coins were made, the scratch left a line on the bison. Not many coins have this error, so it became very rare and valuable. If you find a speared bison nickel in regular use condition, it could be worth $100 or more. But if it's shiny, clean, and in mint condition, it could be worth much more. One of these coins sold at auction for over $5,000. That's a lot of money for a coin most people would ignore. Even nickels without this big error can be worth money if they are in perfect condition. A 2005 P Jefferson nickel with no marks or damage and a high grade can sell for $50, $100, or even $300. It all depends on the condition. Another thing that can make a 2005 P nickel valuable is if it has other errors. Some coins were struck off-center, which means the design is not in the right place. Others were double-struck, which means they were hit twice by the machine. Some coins have missing letters, extra metal, or cracks in the design. These kinds of mistakes make the coin rare. People collect these error coins and will pay good money for them.